Caitlin Clark, right? What does she mean to the game of women's basketball?
Everything. The attention she's bringing, but the hate she's bringing from no players, it's great. It's what sports wants. You need a protagonist, antagonist, all that stuff that movies are based around.
She's the reason why we're always seeing something, because she's the star.
He's the golden goose of this league.
The WNBA just witnessed another wild chapter in the Caitlin Clark saga. And this time, Ryan Clark is stepping in, calling her the villain the WNBA needed. Whether you love her or love to hate her, one thing is crystal clear. Caitlin Clark isn't just here to play, she's here to shake the league to its core.
Caitlin Clark is so great for the WNBA. The WNBA has always been physical. It's always been extremely competitive. You know what happens when you get a superstar that may be a little bit of an instigator, or a superstar that may be a little bit of an antagonist? You gotta go get a goon, right? And Caitlin Clark isn't the best player in the league. Sports is about storytelling. There's a story that started at Iowa that we now get to watch in the WNBA. She plays the game with a high skill level.
From logo threes to on-court chaos, she's turning every game into a headline. She's the spark, the storm, and the storyline all rolled into one. If you believe Caitlin is the number. One star in the WNBA right now, drop a no one in the comments. Let the world know who's running this league, because what happened this week proves it. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing the game, she's redefining it.
She is the biggest or the brightest star right now. She's the most marketable person in the WNBA. She's the most microscopic, and anything that involves her, the media is gonna take it and push it out into the universe.
Caitlin Clark, her skill level, her narrative, the thing that is driving the league.
Caitlin Clark isn't just a scorer. She's a storm the WNBA didn't see coming.
Caitlin Clark came off an injury and folks have been fired up ever since. She come out, she beat the Liberty. Now she going against the Suns. They about to throw hands, people getting knocked down. Sophie Cunningham putting people in Muay Thai clinches. Bro.
And now everyone's scrambling to deal with the aftermath. She's fresh off a physical showdown that had the entire league talking. There was the eye poke, the takedown, the late game retaliation. And somehow Caitlin just got up, shrugged it off, and drained another deep three like nothing happened. This wasn't just random contact. This was targeted, deliberate. She's being bumped, bruised, and knocked to the ground because defenders know one thing. They can't stop her game, so they're trying to break her spirit. But here's the twist. It's not working. In fact, it's fueling her. Ryan Clark nailed it when he said, "You need a protagonist and an antagonist." That's how sports works. That's what Caitlin Clark is doing.
Everything. The attention she's bringing, I don't like this word, but the hate she's bringing from no players, it's great. It's what sports wants. You need a protagonist, antagonist, all that stuff that movies are based around.
She's not just a star. She's the kind of polarizing figure who gets fans talking, opponents angry, and arenas packed. The chaos around her, it's proof she matters. Think about it. The WNBA has always been tough and physical, but when Caitlin hits the floor, that physicality turns into full-on warfare. Teams are sending messages and her own squad knows it. That's why they brought in someone like Sophie Cunningham, an enforcer, a protector. Just like the NBA legends had their muscle, Caitlin has hers. But here's what separates her. She doesn't flinch. While others are throwing elbows, she's launching threes. While they're plotting how to stop her, she's moving 3 plays ahead. And when she gets fouled hard or taken down, she doesn't cry for help. She gets up and keeps firing. She's not the victim the media paints. She's the one stirring the fire.
They over there fighting, girls slapping each other, choke the, Muay Thai, choke the shit out the other little girl. Why can't we see girls do that? Dudes do it all the time. I say, we need equality, so the equality needs to be there. If they hate this lady, let her team defend her. Let the other people go at her. It's what Caitlin Clark's doing right now. I love it.
And then walking away as it burns behind her. That's not weakness, that's control, that's presence, that's greatness.
I love it, because if she gonna be a dog like MJ when Detroit and the Knicks and everybody was physically beating up MJ.
He's the golden goose of this league.
There's a reason people can't stop talking about Caitlin Clark, and it's not just the deep threes or flashy assists. It's the fact that she breaks every mold women's basketball has tried to fit into.
I think she has the Tiger Woods effect, the way he put golf fans in a craze. Whether you're a golf fan or not, you tuned in and you wanted to learn about the game because he was so incredible. I think she has that effect. The one thing I just don't like, and I don't care what people say, I feel like there's a lot of hate on Caitlin Clark, and I think because she's white, because she's a hooper and she's going out there and bust people's ass every single night.
Talks trash. She taunts defenders. She stares crowds down, and she owns it. In a league that's long tried to celebrate unity, tradition, and respect, Caitlin's arrival feels more like a spark plug in a gas tank. She walks into arenas not trying to be liked, but daring you to stop watching. That's why they call her a villain. But here's the twist. She's the villain fans love. This isn't about disrespect. It's about disruption. She's forcing the league, the fans, and even her critics to look in the mirror and ask, why does she bother us so much? The answer? Because she's too damn good to ignore. She's a petite, white girl from Iowa, not built like a physical specimen, not high-flying or flashy in the way we're used to. And yet she controls the floor like a master conductor. She pulls up from the logo.
Caitlin Clark shoots jump shots from the logo. Like
half court.
I get set shots, feet on the floor, push shots, but she can create her own off the dribble, and then she goes up and shoots a Steph Curry.
And the crowd holds its breath. She dishes a 50-foot bounce pass, and the arena explodes. She smiles after getting knocked down, and her haters get even louder. But what they don't realize is that every boo, every hard foul, every shove, it just adds fuel. Caitlin Clark isn't running from the hate. She's built for it. And it's not just fans who can't resist. When Caitlin Clark steps onto the court, teams change arenas. Ticket prices surge. Jersey sales spike. She's not just a player, she's an event. She brings in casual fans who didn't even know the WNBA existed last season. She makes diehards stay up late to watch Fever games. And even the ones who claim to hate her, they tune in too, just waiting to see if someone can finally shut her down. That's what true villains do. They make the game bigger. Think about how it all started. The Angel Reese rivalry, the NCAA title game, the ring gesture, the headlines, the social media wars. That wasn't a one-time moment. That was the origin story of a character who's now writing her own legacy. Since then, Caitlin's only gotten better. She's more confident, more aggressive, more locked in.
Caitlin Clark is the best basketball player in the world. She's the best basketball player that I have ever seen. She is the difference maker. She is the needle mover. She is the face of basketball right now.
She's not asking for the spotlight. She is the spotlight. And what makes it even more compelling? She plays with edge but never crosses the line. She'll knock you off balance, drain a 30-footer, and walk away without saying a word. Or maybe with a smirk just to let you know she planned it. There's a difference between arrogance and swagger. Caitlin Clark? She lives in the space between, and the league needs that. Every great league does. MJ had the bad boy Pistons. Steph Curry had the critics who said he was too small. Tiger Woods had crowds whispering he didn't belong. Conor McGregor had the entire UFC watching him talk and back it up. Caitlin Clark is cut from that same cloth. A little bit villain, a whole lot star. She's not here to make friends, she's here to make history. And even her harshest critics are playing right into her hands. Because every push, every headline, every flagrant foul is just another reminder. She's the one they all fear, and the one we all came to watch.
Caitlin Clark's gotten really good really fast. It's like the end of year one for Michael Jordan or year three for Michael Jordan.
What if I told you a rookie on one of the worst teams in the league just changed the future of the WNBA forever? That's not a what if. That's Caitlin Clark. We've seen great players before. We've seen buzzy draft picks. But no one has done what Caitlin Clark has done in such a short time. She didn't just elevate her team, she flipped the business of the entire league. Let's start with the numbers, because they're staggering.
She is must-watch TV. I think when she was hurt a few weeks ago, they said viewership dropped by 52%.
Before Caitlin Clark arrived, the Indiana Fever were worth around $90 million. They were rarely talked about, barely covered. Just another rebuilding franchise in a league that struggled for mainstream relevance. Now, that same team is valued at $340 million.
After playing, 40 games, the valuation of that team now is $340 million.
That's a $250 million jump in value. And it's not just because they got better. It's because Caitlin Clark showed up. She's not just selling out games. She's forcing teams to change venues.
When she comes into town, they're going to bigger arenas to play in, and she's selling out. And their ticket surges have been going crazy. Her jersey sales are going crazy. And
she's not just drawing headlines. She's generating a media frenzy. She's not just a player. She's an economic engine. And it's not stopping with ticket sales. WNBA merchandise exploded by 234%, directly tied to Caitlin Clark's arrival. When she got injured for just a short time, viewership dropped by over 50%. Sponsors notice, TV networks notice, executives notice. Even the biggest sports brands in the world have taken notice. Nike didn't waste a second. They locked Caitlin into a rumored 8-year, $128 million deal with her own signature shoe line. That's not just a deal. That's a statement. It means she's not just a player in the WNBA. She's becoming a global sports icon. And what's remarkable is how fast it's happening. We're used to seeing young talent take years to adjust, years to lead. Not Caitlin. She's already one of the league's top playmakers, leading the entire WNBA in assists as a rookie, while casually dropping logo threes and pushing tempo like a seasoned pro. Her passes remind people of Magic Johnson. Her shot selection mirrors Steph Curry. Her IQ, timing, and decision-making look like someone who's been in the league for a decade. But here's where the real transformation begins. Before Caitlin Clark, the WNBA wasn't must-watch TV for most people. Let's be honest. It was a niche league with loyal fans, but very little casual attention.
Caitlin Clark is the GOAT.
She signed my jersey. So happy, I'm crying. I'm so happy. This is the best day ever.
Caitlin Clark effect seems to be crazier than year one.
I love watching her score and just everything about her.
They went the extra mile just to watch her play here.
This is great news for women's basketball, period.
Caitlin changed that overnight. Now her games are televised nationally. Amazon Prime, ESPN, ABC. Now sports podcasts and talk shows dedicate full segments to her. Now highlight clips of her plays rack up millions of views instantly. She's the entry point for new fans, the bridge between basketball lovers and women's sports. And more importantly, the accelerator of a movement that had been waiting for its moment. And here's the genius of it. The Caitlin effect doesn't just help Caitlin, it helps everyone. She brings the cameras. That spotlight exposes how good the rest of the league already is. Aja Wilson, Nika Ogumike, Nafisa Collier, Alyssa Thomas, names that deserve more attention. Now they're getting it, because when they play Caitlin, the world is watching. Caitlin is the magnet. The WNBA is the medal. She's not just lifting herself. She's elevating the entire league. Some people still don't get it. They're focused on the fouls, the drama, the media storm. But those things are just proof of how powerful her presence really is. She's forcing referees to relearn how to officiate. She's changing how defenses are built. Teams are putting together scouting reports and double teams for a rookie because her...
Caitlin Clark, right? What does she mean to the game of women's basketball?
Everything. The attention she's bringing, but the hate she's bringing from no players, it's great. It's what sports wants. You need a protagonist, antagonist, all that stuff that movies are based around.
She's the reason why we're always seeing something, because she's the star.
She's a golden goose of this league.
Caitlin Clark is so great for the WNBA. The WNBA has always been physical. It's always been extremely competitive. You know what happens when you get a superstar that may be a little bit of an instigator, or a superstar that may be a little bit of an antagonist? You gotta go get a goon. Right? And Caitlin Clark isn't the best player in the league. Sports is about storytelling. There's a story that started at Iowa that we now get to watch in the WNBA. She plays the game with a high skill level.
She is the biggest or the brightest star right now. She's the most marketable person in the WNBA. She's the most microscopic, and anything that involves her, the media is going to take it and push it out into the universe.
Caitlin Clark, her skill level, her narrative, the thing that is driving the league.
Presence alone warps the floor. Defenders chase her around screens like she's Steph. Entire zones collapse toward her when she crosses half court. Why? Because even if she's not hitting every shot, the fear that she might changes the way everyone else plays. And that is the mark of a true offensive engine. The kind that transforms basketball. Even when she's off, she's on. Even when she doesn't score, she shifts the floor. Even when she's quiet, she's controlling the game. She's the most impactful player in the league. Not because she's the best right now, but because she changes the game just by existing in it. Think about how rare that is. Steph Curry has it. LeBron had it. MJ had it. Now Caitlin Clark has it. The WNBA isn't just seeing a great rookie. It's witnessing a foundational shift. She's breaking records. She's breaking ratings. And she's breaking the old system that said women's sports couldn't lead the headlines. She's not just making history, she is the history. So here we are. The media is buzzing, players are reacting, fans are choosing sides.
So what Caitlin Clark did and what Angel Reese did last year and now is carrying over, this is amazing, beautiful, wonderful, God sent for the WNBA.
And in the middle of it all stands Caitlin Clark, unbothered, unapologetic, and undeniable. Ryan Clark said it best. She's the villain the WNBA needed. And he's right. Every great story needs conflict. Every league needs a disruptor. Someone bold enough to break the silence, skilled enough to back it up, and fearless enough to take every hit and keep going. That's Caitlin Clark. She's been shoved, poked, tackled, trashed, and targeted. But through it all, she delivers. Game after game, shot after shot, pass after pass.
We saw the Caitlin Clark effect last season. We saw the influx of millions of new fans, billions of dollars in revenue that came to the WNBA and that was supposed to come to the WNBA this season.
You can't win a game without Caitlin Clark.
She's already starting on fire, man. She's ready to go. Look, jersey lifted up. Oh, throwing the jersey. Swing it around your head like a helicopter, then leaves the building. All right.
She's not folding under pressure. She's thriving in it. She isn't the villain because she did something wrong. She's the villain because she dares to be great in a space that's still learning how to handle greatness at this scale. And the truth is, love her or hate her, you're watching. Because deep down, we all know, this is what a star looks like. This is what a movement feels like. This is what the future of the WNBA sounds like when it walks into the room. So if you're with her, if you believe in what she's bringing to the court, to the league, and to the culture, drop a no one in the comments and let the world know. Caitlin Clark is not just part of the WNBA. She is the moment, and the league will never be the same.